Thank you. Thank you very much, Foreign Secretary. And as we say in Hawaii, aloha. There are a few people who know how this goes. It's an interactive thing. And when I say aloha, you should respond aloha, and the more enthusiastic your response, the shorter my remarks. So that's incentive. Aloha. Aloha. That's about 15 minutes. I am honored to be here at KDU and see many of my friends from Sri Lanka, including especially Kusuma Kure, who is our patron saint of all Sri Lankans who visit Hawaii, and the honorary Consul General, who we're fortunate to have here with us. You would not believe what she does for both the United States and for Sri Lanka in her role as honorary consul. I am going to speak fairly briefly about my perspectives on civilian-military integration, and they're based not just on my 33-plus years of service in the military, but perhaps more on my time as the director of the Daniel K. Inouye Asia Pacific Center for Security Studies, which we will just call APCSS for now. As the Foreign Secretary said, APCSS is not a think tank. We think, but we're a think and do tank that's very focused on, in fact, obsessed with the outcomes that come out that are born of our executive education and our alumni engagement and our workshops. Talking and thinking is nice, but if you're not doing something, then how valuable is it really? And the entire panel that we heard in the morning was talking about things that are done, not just thoughts that are had. APCSS has a large number of alumni from Sri Lanka and really from every country in the region except North Korea. And we're proud of that, and it gives us a unique perspective. Our courses are about half military and half civilian. They last 5 weeks in length, and we'll have 120 people. And the civilians who are integrated into our Department of Defense course are not just Ministry of Defense or Ministry of Foreign Affairs folks, but they'll come from, of course, police, law enforcement, immigration, customs, agriculture, education, the judiciary, parliamentarians, because they all have an element of security in their work. I have to remember to advance the slides since they were kind enough to build slides for me. So they all have a piece of security, even though it may not seem to be core to their work. And as I talk about how that works, I'd first like to look at security in the broad Indo-Asia Pacific context. As no doubt you have heard over the last several years, the United States declared a strategic rebalance to the Asia Pacific region. It's not that we were absent or had ever left, it's that it's time to focus. It's a time for a more strategic focus and a greater investment in the future of this region, because the future of the world is largely centered on the future of this region. The reasons given, though, are often for this rebalance are often presented in what you might consider a negative or a daunting way, centered on risk and uncertainty. And there's plenty of risk and uncertainty in our region. The risks include the threat of North Korea, which is greater than I think it has ever been. Territorial disputes in the East China Sea and the South China Sea. Uncertain governance future for Thailand. The question of Russia's role, the unsettled issues in Kashmir, and the presence of terrorism and other transnational crime and threat throughout the region. All of those are good reasons for the U.S. to be rebalanced to Asia Pacific. There's one other really important big reason, and that's economy. The U.S. economy, really the global economy, I think is firmly anchored with the Indo-Asia-Pacific region as its center point, and it's a vital area to the entire world. The future of the world, economically, hinges on a successful Asia-Pacific economy. So you've got economy, you've got risk and uncertainty, but there are other reasons to rebalance to